Okay, today's daf is Shekalim daf tet, Shekalim 9. It said in the Mishnah on daf chet that Ein hatorim nichnas lo bepargo chafos v'lo b'mina v'lo b'sando v'lo b'tfilin v'lo b'kmiya shema ya'ani v'yomru v'avon alishka ha'ani o shema ya'ashir v'yomru mishumas alishka ha'ashir. Person shouldn't go when he takes the machzah shekel, when he takes the kohen is going to take the truma, the shkalim. He shouldn't go in with cuffs, or he shouldn't go in with fancy shoes, or he shouldn't go in with tefillin or with an amulet, because maybe he'll either become poor from it or he'll become rich from it, and people will start saying bad things about it. Sha'adam sarach latzes yidei abrios k'derech shu sarach latzes yidei hamakom shneimar v'yisem nikiyim me'Hashem miYisrael v'omer matzah chayin v'seichel tov v'nei elokim ba'adam. That a person has to be careful of how he's perceived among people, just like how he's perceived by Hashem. Now, there's a couple of questions on this Mishnah. First of all, why is it that only these things? It doesn't say anything about pockets. It doesn't say anything. Maybe he can hide the money in his armpits. If the standard explanation of this Mishnah is that he shouldn't go with these things because he might hide the money there, and people will say they'll get poor because he did an aveir, or they'll get rich because he took the money. And a person has to be careful what other people think about him. So it doesn't say anything about pockets. It doesn't say he might hide it in his armpit. There's other places he might hide it. Why only these things? Especially tefillin and the kamiya, there's really nowhere to hide it in the tefillin. The second question is, what is this latzei sidei hamakom? Latzei sidei abrios, I understand that people shouldn't think that he stole from the Trumas Alishka, but what is chshad by Hashem? Hashem either knows you did the wrong thing or doesn't know you did the wrong thing. What does it matter? There's no chshad by Hashem. Hashem either knows it or doesn't know it. Hashem knows what you did. People might suspect you. You might have done something. You might not have done something. But what does Hashem either knows or he doesn't know? The third question we'll ask is the Gemara in Daf Tet. The Gemara brings this Mishnah, and the Gemara says, Tani Rabbi Shmuel kavatz lo yitrom neach shad. It says, someone who has long hair, he shouldn't go in to take a truma because of the chshad. Now, it's interesting, it says the word chshad, it doesn't say the word chshad in the Mishnah, it's a new word. And the Gemara says, Hatani agizbarni mufasvin bekilkalim, tani medaber nayu imo b'shasho nichnas shayotze v'malet. They would speak to him for while he was going in, and if he had disgusting hair, they would clean his hair before he would go in. So, what's the Gemara adding over here, and especially what's this word chshad saying over here? And the Gemara brings at the end, the Gemara says the reason for this is because, like we said before, and it says about Torah minayin, and it says benavim minayin, and it says baksuva minayin. It brings 3 psukim, not like a Mishnah which brings 2. I want to suggest that this Gemara in Daf Tet is talking about something else. Normally we know that a Kohen, that a Kohen is someone, Kohanim or Zrizim Haim, we're not choshesh that Kohanim do Averos normally. But if the person is a person that, doesn't look the part, and he has long hair and he looks like a shlump, let's say, so there is reason to be choshesh a Kohen. There is times where we will be choshesh a Kohen, and that's what the Gemara is saying. There we're talking about the chshad, what people might think, and that's why the Gemara says that he has to cut his hair, so he shouldn't hide the money in his hair. There we're worried, and the Gemara suggests maybe the Gemara says you have to speak with him the whole time he's in there, so he shouldn't he shouldn't be able to take the money. So there it's because of chshad, we're really choshesh that he's going to be taking something, and that's latzei sidei abrios. The Mishnah on Avchet I would like to suggest was talking about latzei sidei hamakom. What is latzei sidei hamakom? Sidei hamakom doesn't mean whether that Hashem suspects the person whether he took the money or didn't take the money. We're talking about things which are superstitious things. Tefillin, kamiya, going in the kamiya, going in with pants with cuffs on it, particular ways of dressing, a minel or a sandal. These are not necessarily the normal ways of dressing when you go in to take Shumas Alishka. You normally wear regular shoes. So these are superstitious ways of dressing. So Just like you have to clear your name in front of people, that they shouldn't think you're stealing from Trumas Halishka, you also have to clear Hashem's name. And you shouldn't, people think if you act superstitiously and you do all these superstitious things when you're going in to take Trumas Halishka, people might think that it's a superstition which causes you to become poor or to become rich. And really, it has nothing to do with superstition. It has something to do with the fact that you're doing a mitzvah, you get a schar for a mitzvah, or whatever other reason cheshbon that Hashem has to make you poor or rich. But superstition is not a way of practicing Judaism.